stand by. We'll just bring in a short while there ago. Coach Luigi Trillo and Chris Newsome of the Meralco Balls, our hosts for this game. Well, not quite the shooting night that you'd expect, guys. Just shooting 39% from the field. Well, you shot well from the outside, but just the defense got tougher and tougher as the game goes on. First, Coach Luigi, I wanna hear your thoughts regarding this game.
Yeah, you give it to them. They're locals, pressured the hell out of our locals. Their imports were healthy. They have 3 imports. Kirk, who's their naturalized, played in that Japan League as an import. Akil is a big part of what we do. And that's unfortunate for us because he plays a lot of minutes in the PBA. So when he comes here in the game, you're expecting him to man the fort. And his back was hurt. DJ Kennedy tried to play. He was also out. In this level where their 3 imports play and they dominate, our other imports have to be there to help the locals. And you look, I'm just gonna go through the plus minus. If you look at Victor Law, plus 20 points. You look at Kirk, plus 21, plus minus 19 points. You have Aluma, who we replaced AB, plus 18 points. So, you know, it's good experience for Brandon. I thought Raymond gave this lift, but overall at this level, they're aiming for number 1. They were on point. Give it to them. We'll be back. Whatever happens, this game does not change where we are right now. I wanna tell that to the guys because we win against Taipei, we're in the semis. There's no team that's done that. This is the first time we've probably gotten our asses kicked, and we deserve it. All our games have been close, but when you look at all the teams from the PBA, we've probably really done well. We haven't gotten our asses swept. We haven't gotten tambak. This is the first time we do it, and we deserve it. Right now, what we do after this, how we crawl out of that hole, it's up to them. These guys are high character. We know we'll get better once we're healthy, and we are where we want to be. We are where we want to be. 1 game and we're in the semis.
Thank you so much, Coach. Chris, your thoughts? You can share the mood in the locker room.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's a tough game for us. Ryukyu, they're a top team in Japan for a reason, and they showed that tonight. So you gotta, give them their respect, and I think they've earned that. They've played well throughout all of the ESL, despite everything that they have to do. They have a tough schedule as well in their league. So yeah, you gotta give credit to their organization and their management for how well they run things there and how well they were able to execute. It doesn't matter if they're at home or on the road, you're gonna see that same style of basketball from them. And so it's refreshing to see that the level of competition in Asia is rising, and it's also nice to see that we're one of the teams from the Philippines that we get to represent the Philippines, and not only do we keep up, but we can actually compete and win some games. It didn't show tonight, but I think every game that we played in ESL shows that we deserve to be here and that we can compete. Again, give credit to their guys. Tough night for our guys, but like Coach Luigi said, we're not out, and if anything, I think this is extra motivation for us to go out to Taipei and get that game so we can enter the Final Four.
Thanks so much, by the way. Great numbers, 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists, really spreading that ball with your offense. Let's open the floor to questions. First, Mr. John Esterato.
Coach, good evening. Coach, you said Akil is injured. What's his condition and what's his status for the 2 PBA games next week and beyond? And second question, is DJ hurt? Because 3 points, 1 of 8. And
Yeah, I mean, we looked at the board. DJ had 2 points for the half. He has to come to play. But, his back was hurting. We gave up 27 points in the second quarter. DJ was there. Third quarter, we gave up 25. We couldn't score and we couldn't come down on defense. Akil, we didn't see it coming kasi honestly, we ran 5-0. We knew his back was tight a little bit. But his back, he had this in China. That's why he went home then. So, Jones, parang we thought he would play. And then he came in and he said, coach, I'll play, but I can feel something, and he knows already his body, right? So, just thinking ahead, because we have to do well also in the PBA, we decided, and the ESL, if he hurts it now and it's impy, he knows his body. So that's a big thing for us. They play locals, we play locals, we're okay. But they're playing 3 high-level quality imports. You lose a Akil, tapos si DJ pa. And the hard thing with our system, now that I'm saying it, the PBA only has one import. And it's not the PBA's fault kasi that's the way we're built. In Japan, they use all those guys. So all those guys get rhythm not only in practices, in the games. What we need to do, that's the painful thing where you look at all the other teams, San Miguel and us, is you have to focus on the PBA. So how do you give minutes now to DJ, right? And masakit yun. Even Ange got a little bit better because he's practicing with SGA. Ange actually showed up today. He held his fort. I thought Raymond did well, Chance did well. But you can see the level of their guards in terms of they smelt blood, they win, they're number 1. They lose, they can go drop down to 2. So I think that's the game. You lose DJ and Akil, malaking bagay yun, right? It's like you think about you lose those 2 imports and then our imports are healthy, let's go play. I think it's a different story, right? Not to take anything away from them, they kicked our ass. Their guards were all over our guards. They were playing at the high level. Kung sinong ipasok, our guards couldn't really get anything. Everything you felt was hard. But we'll take this one. We know we have a lot to learn and grow. Last year ESL, we got our asses kicked. We won the PBA championship. These guys are men. They know better. There was a lot of tough things said in that timeout. And sometimes you have to have those tough conversations. We have full respect and belief in these guys, and we're right where we want to be. We're the first team to get to 2 wins. We beat Taipei in Taipei. That's going to be huge for Philippine basketball. So we got to get right. We have 7 days. We play Ginebra, we play Magnolia, and then after that, we'll have to figure out the quarters, and then Taipei comes.
All right. A couple of the 2 more.
Coach, today, of course, impending Meralco stint in the PBA quarterfinals, and of course important games as well in ESL. How would you strike a balance in preparing for these very important games coming up?
It's really so hard because we need to up our level of intensity in practice, because that's what makes us us, right? But the problem with that is you can see when you do that, guys get injured. We had 8 injuries in our Blackwater game. You win the Blackwater game, and talk and text, that was anybody's game. 1 point, we'd have 1 loss. But guys are bruised about it. Lou's playing with 4 fingers. He's got broken fingers. He's breaking it, and then he's putting it back in the game and he's playing. So I really don't have the answer now. The important thing is when we have rest, like tomorrow rest, and then we come back. The guys who need more practice, the guys who are raw, CJ, Bong, Raymond, Brandon, those guys need to go. But these guys who are worn out, I think they're gonna really have to rest. Cliff's playing on 1 leg. I mean, you can see he's not healthy, right? And he's doing that because he loves, the Philippines. He loves our fans. He's playing, so you see he's limping, right? But we'll see. We have. I'm looking at it. We have time to recover. After that 1 game, there's gonna be another gap of 2-3 weeks. It might turn down to our favor. But if you told me at the end, at this point, that we had 1 game and we're in the semis, we'd be the first team to do it in 4 years. I like our chances, so we'll lick our wounds and move forward.
This one is for Chris. Chris, earlier the coach Okitani of Ryukyu said he singled you out as 1 player on the Philippines who really impresses him. Any reaction to that?
I mean, I'm humbled by the comment and by the respect I've earned from other coaches. And I mean, I guess that confirms that I'm doing the right thing as a player. Anytime I get to step on the floor, I never take it for granted. I'm going to give you my best. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing a Meralco jersey or a Gilas Filipinas jersey. I'm going to give you my best, and that's just how I was raised, how I was brought up. And for others to see that and to be recognized for that, it's definitely humbling. And I take that with respect for them as well. That they play really tough brand of basketball over there in Japan, and as you can see on the international stage, they're even raising the bar there. They're starting to compete in FIBA tournaments and everything. So to have that compliment from one of the greatest coaches in Japan, and just from the Japanese community, it's definitely an honor.
And by the way, we heard the view of Coach earlier. How about your view as a player entering the very important game against New Taipei in a few days coming?
Yeah, we got Taipei coming up in February. That's going to be a tough game, but I think this game is a good thing for us and how it played out. We were definitely hurt by that loss against Korea. That was a tough one for us, and I think it was that loss that got us back on track in the PBA. And so you can say that this loss could very well be what can get us on track coming for the next game in Taipei, and also moving forward in the PBA as well, because now it's playoff time. Right now you have to play your best basketball, and it doesn't matter what league that's in. Again, I got E-less duties as well, so this next month and a half or 2 months, for me, I definitely got to play my best basketball, and me as a captain, I also got to be able to empower my guys to be able to be at their best, and keep pushing my teammates to be at their best, so that way we can really compete and give ourselves a chance at getting to the Final Four, at getting to the semifinals in the PBA. As you guys can see, this organization, we don't quit. I mean, we can fail over and over, but we're going to keep coming back, and we're going to keep fighting back. And I think we showed that all Filipino when we were one win away in eliminations, one loss away in eliminations from being out, and we were able to turn that around and get a championship. So we don't know how to quit, and we're just going to keep working, get back to work, and just keep moving forward, keep charging forward around basketball.
Nice. 2 more questions, guys.
I have one. To Coach
Go ahead,
Luigi, I went from downkeeping. So with this 1 week rest coming up, will that be enough to reassess Akil's situation in this injury, or whether he'll be staying or possibly palitan?
Yeah, we hope. Back kasi you can't really tell, right? Mm-hmm. So he's feeling something, and he's gonna rest. Akil is a type. He's just like no. He practices. He doesn't have any days off, but he tried to go on it a bit. It hurt. Now he has time. We've 7 days before a game, so it's also a problem because he needs to get his flu sa practice, right? But we're in a tough situation because you practice him, he'll feel something. I think at this point, you rest him till he really doesn't feel anything, and then you work his endurance during games, right? We're in the playoffs. I think you're looking at it. You beat Ginebra and Magnolia, maybe you take top 2, but. Right now, I think the main thing is for him to really rest. It's gonna act up again. Even DJ's, you saw him. Thank you.
Okay, have one more. One more? Kung wala, I have the last question. It's Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year coming up. For sure, you have good health as your wish on the top of that list. Any other wish list on your team? Chris, Coach, you have the floor.
I would definitely say EASL Final Four would be on that list, and I think a semifinals appearance in the PBA would also be on that list for me.
Nice. Coach.
And good health.
Yeah, I can't agree more. If good health for me, but for our families also. Nalaban namin yung family. For PBA, we want to do well. I think we take a lot of pride there. It's painful to see this, but we know we can grow from this. So. We'll again, like you said, those are good wishes. Thank you guys. Sorry we couldn't win today. We'll be back.
And you have one more game, New Taipei, on the 12th of February. Thank you very much, Coach Luigi Trillo.
Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
3 more games, guys, in the ASL.